Well, hey folks, Fat Guy Flies RC out here at the Avon Park Field. We're going to take up the E-FLITE VIPER 64. Got a 2800 SMC pack, the high voltage, their first generation of high voltage pack, and take it up and have some fun. Got a KM model version 5 afterburner in there.
Motor is hot. Don't get your bad self burned.
And yeah. I'll take her up, see what we can do. Try to beat these storms that are coming in. Got the nose wheel gyro engaged. Flying at AS3X only.
Starting the fun over.
All right, here we go.
Battery not charged for flying.
Well, that's not true. I checked it, 99%, but it's not a smart battery, so. A little bit of left aileron needed. This is probably the top 5 best beginner EDFs, if not the best. I want to say that this one, the Hobby King VIPER 64, let me think.
Time remaining 3 minutes.
The Arrows Marlin. I know I'm leaving some out. I'm thinking about ones that pop in my mind right now. A little slap and go there. Take it up again. I'm actually going to fly out to stop here pretty quick. It's starting to rain. But in Florida, you can have clear blue skies and have rain coming on you. Figure that one out.
Landing flaps.
This thing can fly so slow.
Time remaining 2 minutes. Flaps up.
Well, wasn't happy about my attitude there. The attitude of the plane, so let's try that again. Okay. Had enough lift to go around again.
Landing flaps.
Oh. All right. Got some grass on my gear there. See if I can't redeem myself.
Motor is hot. Don't get your bad self burned.
Little Tokyo slide to get on the center line.
Take off flaps. 1 minute. Flaps up. Braking. Cruise mode.
Now, that's what I was looking for.
Braking. Cruise mode. Braking. 20 seconds. Cruise mode. Braking. Cruise mode. Prop is secured. Safe to touch.
All right, we had 15 seconds left. We're going to take a little break after this flight. We're not going to change batteries just yet, but we'll continue on in just a moment. 15 seconds left, and this is not a smart battery, so I can't look on this to tell me the telemetry. Real quick, let's just go over the rates real quick while we're here. Rates that I flew in were 125 on the ailerons with 40% expo. Elevator 125 with 40% expo. Rudder 125 with 40% expo. Okay. Flap settings are, there is a mix. Flaps up or negative 100%. Takeoff or 0% with a 2% down elevator. And landing are 100% with a 3% down elevator. So very little 2-second deployment, very little change there. All right, forward programming. Very, very simple. One-time gains. The ASFX settings are, the gains are at I'm sorry, got the wrong one. Gains are at 30, 40, and 50 on roll, pitch, and yaw. Priorities all at 100 on roll, pitch, and yaw. Stop lock, I don't do heading, it's all at 50 on roll, pitch, and yaw. Nothing with a release rate. And gains are set at one-time gains. All right, let's check our battery. We had 15 seconds left on a 4-minute timer. Put my flaps back up. Okay. Get my charger out. You're saying, well, get a smart battery and then get telemetry. Well, no. I want to check it. I want to look at it. Unplug that beautiful KM model afterburner. Okay, version 5. And we've got 33% left, so that's absolutely perfect. Perfect. So really 4 minutes is a good time. And that, folks, is the E-FLITE VIPER 64. Great flying, definitely in the top 5. Definitely the top 5 best beginner 64 beginner jets. It actually flies so well, it actually could almost be your first plane, period. Or at the very least, your very first low wing. I mean, it's such a forgiving plane. So, all right, well, y'all have a good, and God bless you. We'll talk to you next time. Camera Precious, thank you for filming. God bless y'all, and don't forget, faith, family, and friends, and then E-FLITE VIPER 64s. Great jet trainers. Bye-bye. Well, hey, folks, all right, we're going to continue on with E-FLITE VIPER. Second flight. Got a fresh SMC pack in there.
Don't get your bad self burned.
You know what? I say I put a fresh pack in there. Let me make sure.
Secured. Safe to touch.
Because I got to talking, and sometimes I grab the wrong pack. I have done that before. All right, 99%. So we are good for flying. All right, get that down in there. Oh, dropping everything. All right, gotta rearrange them wires a little bit. Sometimes that hatch don't get on there all that well. So, all right, here we go.
Motor is hot. Don't get your bad self burned.
Got a 2800 SMC high voltage pack in there. High rates. Timer set for 4 minutes.
Starting the fun over.
KM model afterburner version 5. Little Tokyo slide to get on the center line.
Starting the fun
Get
over.
behind camera, precious. And here we go. Really don't need flaps, going into a little bit of a headwind. Reaching for the retracts.
Charged for flying.
Yes, it is. It's not a smart pack, so that's why I get that alarm. All right, we're going to take it up. Kill the motor. Cool the electronics off. Back into the power. All right, let's see if we can't pull off a touch and go. That's an angry looking sky over here. But the nice thing about it, without a backdrop, you can see the lights. A little slap and go, really. All right, we're going to take it up. Well, I wanted to do a tail slide, but let me go over here in the wind, see if I can. There we go. A little bit more of one.
Time remaining 3 minutes.
Outside sticks, inside sticks. Gotta get us set up for a tumble there. Big nice roll. All right, gonna do a big loop. Yeah, not a very good loop. All right, let me come back down here. We're gonna do a big loop. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Take it up, kill the motor. All right. Just some fun you can have, some mild aerobatics that you can do with the E-FLITE VIPER 64. Going into the headwind, so I'm not going to worry about flaps right now. All right, a little bouncy there, but we can take that. Get in the habit of whenever you're turning like that, don't just use your rudder. Turn with your ailerons too. That helps keep the wing planted. All right. Got enough for one more up and down. Got a 2-minute timer, so got 2 minutes left.
Time remaining 2 minutes.
See, I didn't lie. Out to the road. I swing by, show the belly. Turn it, back out the road again. A little bit of a knife edge here, just a little bit of one. Take it up. Kill the motor. Help cool them electronics off. All right. Let's see if we can
Landing flaps.
float this into the wind with flaps, which I know you're not supposed to. But I want to see if I can, just how short of a landing I can do. Well, afraid I'm going to drop the wing too soon. Let's go back to, really don't need flaps.
1 minute.
All right, there's my minute warning. And let rudder correct my angle or my direction. And that's 3 landings for the price of 1. But we're going into a pretty strong wind now, so I got a lot of lift on that big old wing. And the plane don't weigh nothing. There we go. Now let's just reverse thrust just for giggles. Don't need it.
Cruise mode.
All right. Check our battery. And that'll wrap it up.
Prop is secure.
Yes, thank you.
Safe to touch.
All right, we had 36 seconds left on a 4-minute timer. I don't have a smart battery in there, so I can't look at the telemetry on there to tell me what's in the battery or what's left. So we'll do it the old-fashioned way, which is the way I prefer anyways. Real quick, I want to show you battery placement. You've got, this is a same size of regular 2600 4S brick style. If you'll put it at the very end, there's a little first little indentation. There's a cooling vent right there, and then your first little space there. Put your battery right there at the very front of that strap, and then where the back strap just hangs on to the tail end of the battery, and that's the best place. Hey Fritz, he's my director. He said no. But there you go. That's the SMC pack. Let me check the battery real quick. Unplug that KM model afterburner. Fritz is our wonderful, wonderful flying companion here. He's the director. 13% left, so that's a perfect. That's a perfect. Well, folks, there you go. That's the E-FLITE VIPER 64. You got lights on top, lights on the end of the wings. You got suspension gear, and these, if you want to take these off for hand launching, you can easily take that off and take the gear off real easily. If you want to do hand launch, I don't do that. I got a runway, you know. So, all right, y'all have a good one. God bless y'all. Don't forget, faith, family, and friends. And here's the gang. Come on, come on. Here's the game. Here's the hello, hello, hello. Anybody else want to join? Come on, come on. Get on in here. This is our official support team out here. This is Mr. Doug Martin's grandkids. He's one of our best club members we've ever had, period. See y'all later. Bye-bye.